What's up, everybody?
Ow!
I'm trying to catch up here. Right, it's my break. I don't think Aaron.
I turned the wrong thing on.
Both of them's fans. There's two. You turn one off. You had to watch out for her. There's a fan straight above us, and she's cold. She acts like it's not 25 degrees here in Georgia. It's actually calling for snow Monday. So, how is everybody? There's two. You turn one off. You had to watch out for her. Oh, we missed you, Albert. We met, the pastor was in the house.
He said, I'm back, suckers.
We missed you. I talked about you.
Last week it was in the 70s most of the week, and now all of a sudden it's like dropping into the 20s at night, and
Yeah,
I'm not okay.
It'll be 27 tonight. It's 45 right now.
I had to bring my chickens in the house.
Yeah. But it is sunny outside, so.
Yes. And a spicy 45 degrees. With wind.
Lake and Lodge. I think you asked me about Hot Rod, and I never responded about it. I'm not sure if it was you or not. Somebody. Yeah, it's not sugar-free. Sugar-free are expensive. I cannot afford them. They are like $24 or $32 for a 12-pack.
Oh, sugar-free root beer.
Yeah.
Not other sugar-free stuff.
He said root beer.
Yeah, he's talking about your root beer isn't sugar-free.
Yeah, and I said it's not sugar-free, and I can't afford sugar-free root beer.
You didn't say root beer, so
Well, I
just
can't.
Making sure that everybody knew Toot Bomb
Sugar-free
root beer
root beer.
is expensive.
Unreal. She's about to get a pop knot.
You ever have those days where you just don't speak the same language? We're not speaking.
Well, she's
the same
not
language
speaking the
today.
language, but we were talking, and she was in her phone, and then she jumped into this conversation.
I'm going
because
push you out in the road.
I said no, it's not sugar-free, and I held it up and said it's not sugar-free.
Yes, I saw.
I think everybody can tell that that's root beer. Oh, man. What's up, Paradise? Rob, Paul, Wes, Lake and Lodge. I will go over and get Hot Rod, and I will tell you right now what brand it is.
Albert said women don't listen to us. You're not getting anything else free ever again. No more shipments to Albert.
She ain't one. What? Women don't listen, yeah.
And then Charlie says she won. Thank you, Charlie.
Charlie, I hope she can fly up there and fix your Camaro, because I'm done.
William said, what is a pop knot? Or he said pot knot, but we said top knot.
That's what he said. Oh, pot knot. A pop. She gonna get a pop knot. You know,
Wes said never argue with a woman, Juby.
I know.
He don't know, because he don't stop. I just shut up and let it roll.
Because I was right. But she gonna get a pop knot.
So what is a pop knot?
You know, it's one of these. A pop knot. You know, that's how you do it. You Donkey Kong them. You hit them in the top of the head. Because what woman's going to go in front of the judge and shave their head to show them a bruise? So you got to Donkey Kong them. You boop.
That's not what a pop knot is.
Oh, man.
Your dad said, I spent the weekend with Juby and Aaron. Their place is so awesome. It would be hard every day to leave that and go to work.
Okay, I'm going to go get the Hot Rod,
Yeah.
and then we're going to go to work because I am on a time crunch with this. I got Sandy John got it blasted, and he got it primed even though he didn't have black. I like the black because when I do my work and I paint it to keep it from rusting, it's going to be black, and it's not going to match. But at least you'll see my work over the rest of it.
Rob says, I think Aaron would pop you back.
She would.
And Charlie said, let's fix Isabella before a fight breaks out.
Yeah.
We talk a lot
Charlie-
of smack, but we've never raised hands at one another. That's just put that out there. We just talk
And
a lot.
Charlie's trying to change the subject because he knows that you can't come fix his Camaro.
True.
I'm
I
going-
can do the invoice though. I can do the time study.
I don't need the time study. I know how long it takes. Okay, so we're gonna go get Hot Rod, and then we're gonna go to Isabella, and we got like 29 people on here already.
Let's
and
talk more work.
This is sugar free.
It is.
Root beer. Just so y'all know, it's root beer. I had to mess with her. I love her. She's my best friend. All right, to the cabinet.
To the cabinet.
I know it's a Petco. I think that's what it was called. So,
Let y'all in on another saying that might not everybody recognize. He's my favorite turd. I wouldn't poop him.
yeah. Turd. That's slang.
Turd.
That's slang for I love you.
Yeah.
When I call her a turd.
Turd.
All right, turd.
Turd.
So, it is 25,000 RPM, and it is a Patco, P-A-T-C-O, and I'm not sure if you can read it. Aaron's dancing around, and
No, you can't. That's why I'm dancing, because you can't see it. It's
Okay.
P-A-T-C-O.
P-A-T-C-O model G1340-1. And this thing is like, when I think it's a horsepower.
Wham wham.
I mean, you hit it and it
It's not RPM, it's horsepower.
it torques out of your hand. And I tell the guys, do not use the 4-inch disc on it, because when it's going, you can see the 4-inch disc start flexing, and when it starts flexing, it's fixing to go. I had
Lincoln
somebody
Lodge
here.
said that thing tears up some metal in a hurry.
I had somebody here using a 4-inch on it after I told them, do not use a 4-inch, and it exploded, and they turned, and I knew exactly what had happened, and their face was pouring blood. It had pieces everywhere, and they was like, I didn't have it aiming at my face. I was like, yeah, I can't tell, because every piece of it was in their face.
What is that person named after a color?
Yes. Old Blue. Oh man, if he was on tonight. All right, we're going to work. I've been working on it already. As y'all can see, we got 4 cars done, ready to go, and we have one picked up this morning. Oh, Erin just got, y'all should see her face. She just hit her little booty on the edge of the this.
That right there just bit me in the butt.
So we got all these done, and the second gen left this morning, and we're supposed to have one coming in today, but I think it's coming in tomorrow.
Next week. We have one coming tomorrow.
Yeah. So, and then another one next week, and we are on to Isabella.
Isabella.
So what I've got to do is, I was trying to knock some of these dents out, and I am not a dent man. I do not know anything. I want to learn how to. I mean, I guess if it's aMAYSingMetalWorks, I should know how to do dents. But I don't. So I can form pieces and hand fab pieces and stuff like that. But I am new to the dent game, and this thing has quite a few dents. But I was asked, this is being built for somebody that I know, and I told them if they ever did another project that I would help them out. I would loan my time and do some work for them. And they want these holes from the roof rack stuff welded in, so I'm going to weld all those in. The ones right here. And I told him, I sent him a picture, because after it got blasted and got primed, you could really see how nasty it is. But he told me don't worry about it. He's got a body man, and the body man's gonna gonna work all that out. He said just fix the rust and fix the torn metal. So that's what I'm doing. I was out here working on it before we came on, trying to catch up because I had from 5 o'clock till almost 6 o'clock, because I can't work on it during work hours because it's not a paying job. So,
Mr. Nolasco, I'm glad you received your package.
What package? Uh-oh.
The special signage. He was the Popeye winner.
Oh yeah. So.
And
yeah.
hey everybody, we're not gonna go through the whole list because Juby is just gonna get to work today, but shout out to Juby's dad and my dad and mom watching. The rest of you, we know you're here.
Yeah, Craig told me he was gonna charge me $50 for his autograph.
Yeah.
But so far what I've done is I've made this piece, this box, and I've welded in the latch piece. I think we were working on it last time, and I've cut this out, and I don't have the dies to make these rolls and all that, and I'm on a time crunch, so I'm going to cut it in. It was just so bad rusted, I didn't want to do a patch here, a patch there, and patch up here, and so I made this pan, put it on here, put the latch in. I've got it clamped on because I want to test it before anything, but I've got to go around and cut around this edge and butt weld this in around. I've got the latch in, it's working wherever the handle is. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So, which it goes in from the other side, but now I did. When I put it in, I put it in backwards, upside down. So the turning ended up making it go the wrong way. So I had to drill it out. After I just said something about somebody here being the king at drilling out spot welds. And I had done spot welded and it was nice. But it's in there now and it's working and it's better than it was. So like I say, I got to butt weld that. I treated the inside. My blast cabinet's not big enough, but I put OSPO on the inside to treat the rust. Coated it good, dried it, and then painted it, and then I put weld through primer on the edge because I'm not sure if I'm going to spot weld it. If I spot weld it, it's going to leave dimples on the backside, even though I know it needs wiping. I'm just not sure yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to drill it and plug weld, which is still going to leave dimples. Probably end up spot welding it, and I'm going to cut this in and weld it. But on this part here, I'm not sure if I had talked about my plan. I got a piece that I've already had broke. I broke it over here. So I have these pieces. This is a piece that I'm going to make a piece that holds the rubber in. Just to know, I mean, I could have blasted this one, but it's pretty rusted. So I got this piece broke, and I'm going to draw out these parts and put in these slots, and all this does is hold the piece of rubber on the bottom. I'm gonna do that, and then I made this as a gutter, and my brake is a little high, but I don't think that it's gonna be terrible. I couldn't break the metal low enough to form this nice small edge, but I think it'll be all right. If not, I can grind it down and then weld it. And then this is the inner piece that I actually just got through cutting off. So this piece was inside like this, and then the gutter was there. So this piece would have been welded to the gutter like that. So now I've made this piece, and I've made this piece, which is this way, long side, short side. So what I'm gonna do is finish getting this piece out so that I can put this in. And this one stopped here on each side. But I made this one longer because of it being ripped way out here. This piece of the gutter was one piece, and then a piece up the side, and then that piece. So I made it long enough to go all the way out to here so that I can fix that, and I think it'll give it more strength because it won't leave a weak spot right here. So I'm gonna end up slipping this piece in when I get this cut off. Then I'm gonna put this piece in under it, just like that, and then I'll end up having to drill. I'll probably flatten this out so that I can get these marks, the holes, so that I can re-drill these holes in the correct spot for the piece of angle iron that goes across inside there. I've got some pieces over here, which I got a bead roll.
Couple of comments saying you're manhandling those parts and you're gonna dent that hood.
Okay. So
he walked right on past that one, guys.
Yeah. So this piece was right there, and it was welded into this, and this was a corner brace. So ended up, this goes in it. So I ended up cutting out some pieces, and I made my own. So I ended up, but I got to go to the bead roller and roll this one because there was two. So it'll end up going in there, and that'll get spot welded, and that's going to help brace it all up inside. So now I got to figure out which way I got to bead roll this to make it correct. I think this way. Let's see. So
Juby and I had some awesome family and friends show up this weekend and congratulate us on our new place. I think everybody fell in love with it just as quickly as we did. It was really great getting to see everybody.
Right on the line.
Right on the
boy's
line.
good. Boy's good. So I got two opposites.
No dispute on that, hon.
Yeah, sometimes.
Turd.
All right, now I'm going back to cutting it. She's using that turd awful lot tonight. So I done drilled it. Now I'm just trying to get it moving. I do have a light, a mag light. All right, snap on.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying not to drill through the roof edge, even though if I do, it's not really that big of a deal. Because I can just plug weld it. But I'd rather not. I'm probably fixing to grind this edge, cut this edge off down through here. I should probably get hot rod and try it out.
Oh Lord.
Does that sound like maybe not?
You're the fabricator. I have no idea.
I walked all the way around.
Our beautiful shop.
Get down in there.
Get down on it.
So, let's see. Yeah, hot rod to get down in it. It's just scary angle. But
which way is it going to throw?
Huh?
Which way is it going to throw?
That way.
I'm coming over under.
I'll just make sure. I didn't want you standing in line of it.
Nope.
saw here. Where's my, somebody done come and got my wrench.
Y'all, we teach these boys what tools they need, and they just keep on borrowing from Daddy. We'll have to put a lock on your tools.
Where it is?
Well, maybe. It's in one of your son-in-laws.
Yeah.
What grit? Does that have a grit, or is it just considered a sanding rock?
3-inch, 3/64 by 3/8. Yeah. And it don't have a grit, I don't guess. Because I mean it's just a cut-off wheel.
Yeah.
But it was pretty short there.
That dart bit me in the hiney, and it hurts still. You can see the wheel shrinking.
There's some brass right there. That's so yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Bad Mama Jamma.
I'm trying not to have to
Everybody, after you get done watching us live this evening, go check out Paradise Bay. He's got a new video posted about saving money on your bill.
pretty rusty right here. There's a spot weld I missed, or either it's right on a, which I'm gonna have to repair that. But there's a big, looks like a repair. That's a big old thing of brass. So there's been a repair on this. But I drilled them corner pieces out from the inside right here. And as you can see, all this needs repair. Let's see.
Go-Go says he's gonna have a video out tonight, so y'all go check that out too. And there's something going on with YouTube, guys. I know if you hit the bell to get notifications when we go live or post new videos, it doesn't always work. And I've heard that even with some of the bigger YouTubers out there, they have the same issue. So it's not any individual channel's issue, it's YouTube in general.
Yeah, and plus, I think with us going live on such short notice, I think if the camera would last long enough that I could start the live set it up and about 30 minutes or an hour early,
everyone might get the notification.
then the notification might come through a little better. But the way the camera is and having everything run kind of wireless, I have to set up, I have to have the camera, and all you can see, I got all my chargers here, and I keep it all charging here through the day.
The tech station.
And then Aaron, I come over here and I get it set up right here, and I wait to the last minute to unplug everything. That way I can be sure that you at least get an hour, because we have an issue with the camera. The camera usually lasts over an hour, but sometimes it'll get to 17% and it'll die out. Sometimes it plays on. I had some knockoff brand, not GoPro brand batteries, and those batteries, when they got like 45%, they might knock off. They might knock off at 80%.
You never know.
So the one I run with every week is the GoPro battery that came with it, because I can't afford to buy a GoPro battery. They're pretty expensive.
Well, it's sad that we live in a culture where everything is built to die quickly so that you buy more. That's how it is.
But the thing
don't get me started on that.
Is when it dies, it's not like, oh, it's dying, let me throw a battery in it and it stays live. When it dies, I have to reset up everything. I have to go in there and redo everything on the GoPro app on the tablet, and it's just, it's a mess. And then I lose half y'all. So I try to at least get it to where I can get an hour with you guys. We actually thought about not even doing live tonight because I knew I was going to be working on this and I needed to stay busy on it. And it's kind of hard to grind, beat, hammer, and talk at the same time, and answer questions, and then both of us needing ear protection because it is loud. I don't know, it's probably not that loud with you guys, but for us it's pretty loud.
It's loud. It comes through.
But I guess if it ends, I'll just be here late tonight. It won't be the first time I pulled a late night. Throwing it right at you.
Yeah, I need to. Like that angle either.
I need a new fitting. It's horrible. It's driving me crazy. Well, it's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Throw it right at you. I'm changing this thing tomorrow. brass right there. It is.
Misty says you guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
Nah, you're welcome. So I'm gonna clean up my spots in here where I got off that. Right there, and I got a nice one that magnet sticks up here and stuff. Somebody should. Yeah, see, these little pieces went on here, and the back bar, let me see, let me grab
It's
it.
over on your table. Misty says she can't believe how much better it looks already. He's got a ways to go, but he's gonna get there.
Yeah, because this thing's got like less than 5 weeks now to be at its first show.
I think you got less than 2 days.
Yeah, I don't know what I got. So what I plan on is putting this piece in here. Once I get it all trimmed, plus I got some globs of prior jobs, but I plan on putting that in like that, and then let me grab my new piece. Oh, did I bring it over here? I did, didn't I?
Thought you did.
No, I didn't bring the little corner pieces.
Wes said it's still very valuable to see your technique on various things, so work on and we'll watch.
So I'm going to end up, this will go in to there, just like that, and that'll be pulled over, and then my new pieces will get welded in right there, and it'll get spot welded there and there, and then up here is a big piece of angle, and the piece of angle iron goes across and it supports the door. So once I get all this pretty much where I want it, then I'm going to weld it all in. So now I'm just trying to see what my next move is. So let's pretty much figure out where center.
James Kelly said there is an art to what you do and a lot of work.
Who?
James Kelly.
I want to try and get this pretty close. It looks like I'm going to come this way just a little bit more, so I can pick up right here. But I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this thing off. It's pretty much gone, but I got to get this corner worked up and get it out. I don't know what they got, what happened, what's going on in there. This used to be a mail Jeep.
Yeah, Misty just said it was a United States Postal Service topper.
Yeah, so I'll probably trim that straight. Just trying to get me a spot to mark. So I don't want to take too much, even though I can fix it if I do. I think I'm gonna come in right there and cut that off, and I'm gonna step over a little on this side to make up for that
Suburbia Suds is on. Says it looks much better than it did last time he saw it.
Yeah, for all you car guys,
I was about to do it.
obviously you're all car guys and girls because you're on the channel. Suburbia Suds, y'all should check him out. He has awesome car detailing kits and stuff like that, chamois for wiping them down. He's got this one, I know I've said it on here before, but this thing's, it's big, and like he literally was at a car show and the C10 that we built was out there and it had got rained, and the C10 that we built was on a jig that set it sideways for the show, and he went out there with that thing and he went down the side of it with one swipe and it dried the whole side, like
not just the cab, bed and all.
It dried it like completely. And like literally he could do the whole truck with that one thing before even wringing it out, and then you just wring it out and good to go. Maybe he can throw up a link to where you can purchase his product.
He did cut a joke. He said it was a male Jeep, M-A-I-L, and now it's a female Jeep.
Oh yeah, Isabella. So, but yeah, maybe he can throw up the link and you guys can go check him out. I've got some of his stuff. I haven't used it, but I've seen it in action, so I know it's good. And as soon as we get Laura Levine back, the 64 Galaxy, we'll be using that stuff and nothing else. So
yeah, because you want to keep your paint clean. That's the way to go.
I think I actually did a video. Or I don't know.
You did an unboxing.
Yeah, I think I did an unboxing. Yeah.
Did you ever post it? I don't know. I know we did the video. If you posted it, I do not know.
I don't know. I had to check. I don't think I posted it. Or maybe I did.
Slacker.
I think I was waiting until we got the car
and you were gonna put it all together. Who knows?
I don't know. But anyways, I'm fixing to cut this. I'm not going to use hot rod this time. That thing scares me, and like I only want to chance death once a day.
And I want to make sure I'm nowhere near where it's spitting. I'm gonna back up a smidge, boys and girls, make it a little quieter and safer for me.
Trying to figure out what exactly is going on right here. Fixing to just cut it off. I'll just fix it. I guess that's one way to make you have to fix it. So I gotta figure out what's going on with this corner. But I'll get it up there and we'll get it going. So how was everybody's weekend?
Anybody get anything special accomplished this weekend?
Now I'm still not 100% sure what I'm going to do right here. I might end up cutting in a piece and flanging it, cutting it in low to give it a flange, or I might. I'm not sure yet.
Donald Mann said he saw the unboxing.
So maybe I.
There you go.
I do know though when Laura Levine gets back from paint, which should be any day now, I am going to do another video with it. Well, let's see. I'm trying to make sure that I'm gonna cut a little bit back from where I planned. just because. You can always take more away. It's a whole lot harder to add, so I try to. This thing don't like to cut brass, and there's a good bit.
Go assembled an engine lift. JK next changed his daughter's sway bar link. Charlie hung 2 interior doors. Gunner welded some cell panels and a drip rail.
Sounds like a pretty productive weekend.
Yeah. Mr. Nolasco pulled his car off the trailer hubs and replaced bearings, brakes, and hubs.
I can get all this back together.
Ooh, you can.
If I can't, I think I'll just make it my own way. I'm just playing.
Well,
we're gonna make it back. We're gonna make it back right.
Me and Misty will get on you.
Uh-oh.
Paul Wash did wiring on a new home.
What?
Wiring on a new home.
Speaking of, there's a my pond at my house. I want the level to go up another foot, so I was thinking about putting in. It's just got a straight pipe out of the pond. So I was thinking about, I think it's about 8 or 10 inches, somewhere around there. And I was thinking about getting some more pipe and coming out further and then putting a 90 on it to raise it up maybe a foot. That way the water can flow into it like normal ponds. Then I got to thinking that I could just put a 90 because it's going to move it out about a foot and then it can just go into it. But I looked at the price of them at Lowe's, and I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm going to have to design something to make that happen, because it is for a 90, and it was only, I think, an 8-inch or a 6-inch piece was the biggest I seen on their website. And no, it was a 10-inch piece. 90 PVC was $345
For an angle?
Yeah,
piece
for
of
one
PVC.
piece of PVC. Now I don't know. It might have been wrong.
Anybody got a piece laying around somewhere? We just need an elbow 10-inch.
I don't even know what size it is. I was
Just checking
figuring
pricing.
that it might be around 10-inch, 8 to 10-inch, and yeah.
Goodness. I would have never guessed it would be that expensive. Suburbia said he helped on the other half of Isabella over the weekend.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Well, I didn't know you worked on it, but I seen that it had got work done.
It got work did.
And it's looking good. work needed.
You got worked it on.
This thing right here is like, it's bound or either it's still welded.
William Matthews did something that I enjoy doing but don't often get to do. Not a thing.
Go to the beach.
Yes. One day, honey.
One day, we're gonna take old Uncle Wes up.
Yes. I need a beach trip in my
We're
life.
gonna take Uncle Wes up on for the There we go. Had to get that piece, it was stuck behind it.
Dixon said he just checked it. It's 10 inch.
Yeah, kind of figured. So I don't know if anybody seen, but usually when my wire wheel gets, or my 36 grit gets ate up on the end, it don't want to grind very good. So I have just a piece of, I guess it's a 1/4 inch.
That's a prison shank.
Yeah, 1/4 inch prison shank. And I ground it kind of like a knife, but I use it and I cut off the end of the cutoff wheel. And I usually try and aim and shoot the guys in the shop. But
there's some stuck in the ceiling, aren't there?
Yeah, those were there before me. I know how to aim. They call me the sniper in here. I can get it rolling and right at them. I keep it on the ground though.
Wes, when it's hot outside and Juby has nothing to do, that's when I want to go to the beach.
Alright, so looks like
more brass?
Do some, well that's brass there where there was a repair and there's another repair right there. So I'm not sure by the way this thing is, I think I'm probably gonna end up having to, it looks so low, like, but it also looks high. I don't know how to say that. But I'm thinking I might just cut it back here and make a piece for this whole side
that
right
section.
Here. The whole section. Because it's so dented and then there's some rot right here and then there's another thing there. And it'll be a lot of little butt welding, and I think maybe if I make this right now, recreate it
It'll be cleaner.
And check and make sure that I can do it, then I can get it over here. But what I'm looking at is this thing here is driving me crazy. It's making me want to go in the other room and pray. That's the thing I struggle with my walk is patience.
Reactionary.
Yeah, reaction. So, you know, I might have to go in there and hit my knees and pray to keep from losing it because of this air hose. But what I'm saying is this looks high compared to that, and then this looks low, and it just seems like if that gets up that high, it's going to be so high that this ain't going to reach down.
I get you. Yeah, that made sense.
So I'm trying the way it. I don't know. Maybe I should try tapping this out some. Like I say, I'm not a. I gotta find me other. That sounds like Popeye, don't it? Me other. Don't worry, Popeye's not out here.
He's not out here, and he might not be out for a while.
I'm broke. No, I'm not broke, but
it is just we're gonna drop it down to once a month or so, him making his appearances, because it does get a little pricey.
And right now my time and money's going to this, so I'm making it happen. hopefully Aaron's not zoomed in on my face because I'm making all kind of weird things with my mouth, like. Trying to get it up there. Going. It looks like this is other one maybe.
Go said you gotta take them off.
That's go.
That's too much time.
That's go. Yeah.
Your dad said dolly the dent and see what it does, and
like it's raised, and that's what it's kind of hard to look at this side because there's a big crease dent right here. Enough on that side, I'm back on this one. So it's going. It's just I'm not sure which way. My knees. So I had a pretty eventful week last week. Was it on TikTok? Did I talk about it or not?
What's that?
My toe.
I believe that was no. That was.
I done it after TikTok.
Yes.
So last week I was cutting the sheet metal, a big sheet in the back, and I was cutting the inner braces, and it's 18 gauge, and I had a piece of 4 foot by 20 inches, and I dropped it, and it went right across the front of my foot. I don't wear steel toes here. Everybody's like, oh, you need steel toes, Generally, we do not do things that require steel toe shoes. I have the philosophy of I could have did this at home. I could have dropped something heavier at home on my foot, and I'm not going to wear steel toes around the house. And usually every time I've ever had steel toes on and dropped something on my foot, it always lands on the bridge of my foot and it never hits the steel toe. But anyways, this sheet metal hit my foot, and it hit it right at the bed of the nail, and it either split down in it or it either hit on the nail and popped the back end of the nail up out of the bed, and it would not stop bleeding. I think last night it was still bleeding from last week, but I also have not had it elevated, and I have been walking everywhere on it. Right now
and he would not let me doctor it as much as I wanted to doctor it. And no, we didn't go get it checked by a doctor because they would have done the same thing that I did to it, just more frequently. But
yeah, so that happened to me. So, and then I had the housewarming party this weekend, and I had to walk around on it, and it wasn't that bad.
It was good for the soul, but it was bad for his toe.
I have a high pain tolerance, so it's not that terrible.
Although he was in my office a minute after it happened, laying on the ground laughing. And I said, why are you laughing? He said to stop from crying.
Yeah, I was laughing. It felt better to laugh than it did to cry. But I literally, when I dropped it on there in the back shop, I did not want to walk up here. I could not walk up here. I forced myself to walk up here. It was hurting so bad. I don't think that I have ever had anything hurt that bad. It hurt.
And within an hour, he was back working.
I can't do nothing left-handed, or I would be holding it in here, and it's like it's.
Charlie said you were at a pretty awkward angle to be hammering.
What, right here?
Yeah, or when you were inside, maybe, I'm not sure.
Oh.
Because there is a slight delay, but still awkward to hammer a curvature like that from where you're
like
hammering.
this.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like I say, I can't do anything left-handed, and I mean.
You're not ambidextrous?
Nah. Not really. I don't guess. Wish I could get this thing up out of my way. And I'm scared to pry.
Pretty sure my mom eats with her left hand, and I do most of the time. But I can't write with my left hand at all.
It's like I need this thing out. I'm almost tempted to cut it.
It's falling to smack anyway.
Yeah.
Yuck.
I see.
Yeah, that's
coming up.
But is that gonna meet where it's supposed to?
It looks pretty. That's what I'm trying to get, and I mean it looks high. If I get that up with that angle, it looks pretty high. But I think I'm going to go ahead and cut that because
Suburbia said you could stick your left hand in the window and hammer with your right.
Yeah, I could. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that might work. But first, I'm gonna get this thing out the way. I've got it pretty much raised up there, but it looks like whatever they repaired right here, it's more than what ripped. So I think I'm gonna straighten it. And I can actually tell that it is the repair because it is a chunk of brass. So,
apparently our audio and video are out of sync. We did lose connection for like a split second, so I bet it's off. Sandy John said you're messing his primer up.
Tell Sandy John if he'd have painted it black, it wouldn't have, you wouldn't have seen it. Got to be more careful. I think I might have to find a new sandblast guy.
Yeah.
Hey, Sandy John, it's past 7:30. You ain't watching your show?
He said LOL.
Love you. I'll see you Thursday. I'm gonna get a hug. I love you.
You better get him some chocolate.
Some chocolate? Did he say he wanted chocolate?
He always wants chocolate. He's like me. I
I
always
know.
want chocolate.
You gave him all. I had a whole bowl in there one day. I went in there and it was gone. She's
Sandy
like, yeah.
John, he's still mad about that, that I let you get some candy.
Yeah, took all of it. There's a difference in taking a piece of candy and taking the whole plate.
He didn't take the whole plate.
Yeah, you gave him all of it. Y'all got to watch out. We have a TV show here. It's a crazy one.
And if you're one of the characters and don't have thick skin, you're not gonna stay in the sitcom very long, because boy do we pick hard. Especially Juby do.
If I'm picking on you, it means I love you.
That's the truth.
I know my knees are getting it. My dad will be hollering right now about get some. Let me see.
That's why I haven't put your knees in any of the shots.
I know Devin's got something back here. He got about 42 mats.
Devin's got the mats. Jamie's got all the sawhorses.
Yeah. He's got them corralled up right now.
Yeah, they're like a little section of deer.
Look, he done went and got more of them. There's like, he used to have like 3 right here. Now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
9. Oh, 7. I thought there was another row back there.
Got 7 of them right here. But I'm fitting to get this. I mean, if you got to have that right there, that means you're standing around. I did make this today for Sandy John.
Sandy John, look at this, look at this.
So Sandy John has been complaining about doing the bottom of these B bodies and E bodies, the big cars, when they don't get the floors cut out. So he has to get up under there and blast. So I made this. I haven't tested it. I'm going to put a car on it first thing in the morning that's coming to you, and it'll be ready. I know you hate this trailer because of the tongue. I plan on fixing that for you, so don't stroke out. But I'm going to put the car on it. I mean, it might not tilt much, but then again, it might tilt a good bit. It's going to be better than straight. So hopefully it'll tilt enough.
Hopefully you won't have to get on the ground.
But that's for you, Sandy John. I love you, baby.
He's such a dork. He said, you know I'm old.
And I wasn't going there, but I mean, you want to break ground. Ah, look at that.
What?
Feels a little better. Now I feel like a wuss. Look at that, man. Who came up with this idea?
Look at that. Genius. Use your noodle.
I don't know who came up with that idea. I'm talking about through the window. I'm not talking about the mat.
I'm talking about through the window too.
Oh yeah. That's what I call using your head for something other than a hat rack. The heat just came on. That reminds me it needs to be turned off so it ain't left on all night. Luckily,
I don't want to pay that bill.
Yeah, so this thing's got some metal chips in it and I can feel them, but it's not as bad as
concrete.
So I'm gonna end up making all that right there. I mean, that's pretty close right there. I might end up pulling it up and tacking it right there so I can check everything. Because I think what it is this needs to rock once it gets up.
Sandy John said thank you.
Don't thank me yet, I haven't tested it. We'll know in the morning. I gotta get some of this stuff up. You know, I don't like stuff laying everywhere. So how many people we got on tonight?
38.
38.
Mm-hmm. Thank you guys for joining.
One day, I'm gonna start making some videos. I keep saying that. I've been saying that for about a year now. It is just really hard. I am literally very, very busy all the time. I know people probably like, no, there's no way that you can be that busy. I am pretty busy. I just wanted to get a little spot clean here so I can
39 now.
tack this up and
Somebody said we had 40 at 1 minute.
man, my knees just, they don't want to get down. Which this might.
You know you'll be 50 in 7 years, right?
7 years. That's all. Hey.
Hey.
Oh, I do got it hooked up. I was gonna say it would help if you had the ground on it, but I got it on there. I was beginning to doubt myself. Maybe I'll put it up here closer to what I'm working with. Then it'll be in my way. So I'm trying to get it tweaked up to where I need. I feel like Bad Chad right now. Alright, so now I got it up out of my way, and now I can look and see. Yeah, that looks, because it was looking better, but I think it's just because of this inner bracing here has got it tweaked so it'll pull over. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and figure out how to get, we'll get my gutter in, get this piece made, get my gutter in, and then I'm going to try and get the door hung so that I can move this in and out to get my gap and all correct. Because I mean, literally you would think it would just go right there, but it always don't work out that way. So I'm gonna end up tapping this out some more, which I need to do it from the inside, so I guess I need to come around over here. It's hard. It's hard to figure out which way to go.
Is it making your hamster run?
Yeah, it's running. Because I need to hammer up.
There's Elvis.
Uh-oh. What's up, big guy? Trying to get it in there. Good thing I can see through this hole. If I can get it up, then I can work it back down.
That hammer's coming at your face.
I want to drop it on my toe. It can hit anything but my toe. I don't want to cry live or laugh. You all know that when I'm laughing, that really I was So if y'all haven't figured it out, Elvis and Misty, that's who this car is for. So, they're building this. And Elvis built this bad word.
Bad to the bone.
Yeah. Killer. International. It wasn't a Scout, but it was an International cab over. I'm not sure, maybe he'll comment on it. But it was called Bombshell. And it was at SEMA. It's black. It's got a keyhole on the back with a pinup girl or something in it, from what I remember. On the inside of the door, it had the Bucky's Beaver. But it had a 12-valve Cummins turbo or twin turbo.
It was
underneath.
Just bizarre.
Man, it was awesome. And I met him at Autometal Direct at a show, a street truck show. I met him there. My brother and my dad, I think, talked to him more than I did. And usually I'm the talker. But they hung out with him, talked with him, and ended up, we left from there, and I ended up messaging him, and I was like, man, I love your ride. If you ever build anything, let me know. I'll be glad to help you do some work on it. And here we are. I'm helping him with this. So hopefully I can get it done. And some people's probably wondering, like, this top's bad. go try and find one of these.
Yeah.
You can't find them. Because I looked for one to see if I'd come out cheaper trying to find one that was fixed.
No.
And you can't find one. Or find one in better shape that I could fix for him. And I couldn't find one.
Charlie has a question.
What's that?
He said, are you sure you want to establish the distance between the jams before you have the lift gate in? Just wondering.
That's what I said.
Oh.
Charlie's got to go back and watch again.
Yeah, he's saying, are you sure you'd want to establish the distance between the jams before you have the lift gate in?
I'm going to get it mocked up and try to get the stuff in there and tacked in place. And I'm going to put the door in, the lift gate, so that I can get my gaps right.
There you go. Elvis says he's got faith in you.
I got you, Elvis. Elvis is in the building.
With his blue suede shoes.
So, we're getting it. We're getting it. Let's see if I can come around this way. This thing here, boy.
Don't get used to your mats now.
I ain't. I'm usually not.
On your knees.
I would get my
your swivel chair.
I probably should.
We're at 29%.
My legs are killing me. I've been working all day. But usually I have this. And then I can just sit and roll around here. Possibly. Now, some guys on here might be good body guys and know the proper way to get dents and stuff out, and I'm not opposed to you giving me some pointers. I do want to find or get a piece of metal and create dents so that I can learn how to work them out and kind of self-teach myself, because I have no experience in it. But this here, I think that I would probably do more damage trying to figure out how to get the dents out than I would to just let the pros do it.
Let's not learn the talent.
I mean, this one's came out pretty good. I mean, I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean that's fantastic compared to what it looked like just 30 minutes ago.
So I need a different dolly, and I actually got one. Using this one, and I'm trying to, I think I got one that's better.
This dolly always makes me think of tap shoes. That looks like the heel off one of my old tap shoes when I was itty bitty.
Well, this one right here looks like even worse.
Mine didn't have a hole in it. I'm not a horse.
But this one right here might work a little better.
Where'd you get that little dude up here?
It's been hiding in my box because I don't know how to use it. I ain't afraid to admit it. But this is how I learn how to do stuff.
Is do it.
I just do it.
Mess it up and fix it. That's how you learn.
Mess it up and fix it. So.
Charlie said that's the one. That's the one.
That's the one. Charlie knew he should have.
That's it.
He should have told me.
Your dad wants that tractor seat on your chair for the drift track.
Man, you ain't getting this thing. I got this at the Goodwill for like $1, and it had a backrest on it, and I took the backrest off as soon as I got it back to the shop. So like I say, I think I'm fixing to cut, because before I change my mind, if I just go ahead and cut it, then I know what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to fix it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut past the rust. ahead and do that. Then I know what I got to do. There ain't but one thing to do. That's fix it. Now, Sandy John put a gallon of epoxy on this thing.
And I think whatever it is burning, is it the epoxy? It smells like burnt bananas.
Bananas. Smell like burnt bananas. The water. The water.
Water.
The water.
I don't say all words properly.
The water? Neither do I. So I had to get on to you when I catch you. You get on to me. I guess I'm going to have to cut it loose, my little weld, which ends up getting cut anyways. But
Elvis said, chop the top.
I was wondering if that's what you was going to do. I had actually thought about it. Probably would have been easier to build a whole new top. But who knows? We're a little late in the game for all that. So yeah, I'm going to cut this and I'm going to see if I can work this up past it so I can get it back in line. See, it's still under a bit of pressure. But
Night night, paradise.
it seems like I don't know if there was a repair here or what, because it seems like it won't go past it. It just does not want to go up past it. It's lapping it underneath. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if there was a repair or if it's just the way that the metal is. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim it back until I can get it up there at it. I'm going to go with it and pray for the best. Not much. A little bit more right there. This thing really driving me crazy. I think we're pretty much there. I'm just going to attack right here. Put this up. What are we looking like percentage?
20.
So I guess we'll just run until it dies. I'm gonna grab some root beer. Erin's got her phone over here. So, you know, drinking my beer and nah. I used to drink. I didn't drink a lot. I wasn't like crazy with beer. But I quit. I don't know how. Erin knows how many days it's been.
1 year, 6 months, 2 days.
Yeah, see, I know she knows. But I was never really a big drinker anyways. So it's really not that much of a something, maybe my hammer. And then I can push it up here. And do that. Gotta get around here. Pretty close.
We should have done it before and after because that's pretty nice.
I took some pictures because Elvis likes pictures.
I do too, Elvis. I said I do too, Elvis. I like pictures. Even though I can't take them.
I'll try to get Elvis some pictures tonight and he'll post them up.
I'm not a good photographer. Jimmy calls my photographs Polaroids.
Yeah.
Sandy John, I don't know if you see that or if you're still watching, but Elvis says thank you for getting it squeezed in.
Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't know what we were going to do. Alright.
Charlie said good job on the dent extraction.
Marbles. It's still a little low on this side, so I want to work it some more, which might be. I need to swap back up. Body hammer. I don't know what brand it is. It's not nothing special.
Martha Stewart.
That's what I call it, Martha Stewart hammer. It's basically like a finishing nailer hammer, household. But it was a body hammer. But I actually ground this backside for doing moving the the corners in the quarter panels for the deck lid on Camaros. So that's why this is ground that way, and it works perfect for that. And I've done everything I had until I got this one. I actually found this head at in
an antique store.
Antique store, and I bought it. I think I paid like $30 for the hammer. But the handle was warped, and then Brandon bought this hammer to fix one of his hammers, and it wouldn't work. It was a little small, and I told him what to do, but he decided to buy another one, and the one that he bought was exactly like this. But he gave it to me, and what I did was I put it in there, and then I got some 5-minute epoxy and mixed it up, and I drove it down in there, and I filled it with the 5-minute epoxy. I drove it in there, and then I went and I kept filling it with the 5-minute epoxy, and then after it set and the 5-minute epoxy hardened overnight, I come back the next day and I drove in the little wedge, and then I cleaned it off, and it has been great. So not sure what brand it is, but I've been looking for body hammers because I don't own any, and I guess that's why I haven't learned body work. But I've been looking for antique body hammers, and I like the wood handle ones. I've seen them, and I know you can buy them, but they are expensive, and I'm not that guy.
Charlie said, nice work for a guy who doesn't know body work.
Who said that?
Charlie.
Uh-oh.
And Anthony said, Juby is the man. Night, night, Bubba. Night, Mama. Love y'all.
Yeah, good night. Love y'all. So, yeah, this still got to get worked up here and down. And Craig is the body guy, and he has been out. I told him today he needed to hurry up and get back. That I needed. Trying to get this corner in there.
William said it's funny to watch your mouth move with no sound, and then the sound comes out like old-timey movies. It's like the Kung Fu movies.
To be honest with you, I would have quit watching a long time ago.
That's probably why Dad just popped out.
Because I can't stand that.
It drives me crazy.
And then Aaron likes to watch TV with the subtitles, and that drives me crazy because even though I can hear them talking, I still want to read the subtitles, and I cannot watch the TV while I'm trying to read the subtitles, and it drives me crazy.
And I have auditory issues, so if anything else is making noise, I can't hear what I'm watching on the TV. That's why I have the subtitles. Because I can read, but I can't hear two conversations at once.
Yeah. But I'm not. Which I don't watch a lot of TV.
No.
I think last night I watched TV for the first time in a while. I mean, I've glanced at it.
Yeah.
But actually sat there and watched. I was trying to watch the new Mando because I am a Star Wars freak. Even though I don't have any Star Wars no more, I ended up selling my Star Wars collection to help my mom back when I was younger. And now I'm kind of glad, but I hate that I got rid of it. But I'm kind of glad because there's so much new stuff out that I'd be wanting to get it, and it would just be overwhelming. But I love Mando. I actually told Aaron last night about a Mandalorian set because I'm on a Mandalorian group where they 3D print the Mando suits for cosplay. I'm not a cosplay guy, but
you're a Lucasfilms guy.
I would love to have a Mando suit, just the Mando standing in my house. But this suit was like $6,000, and if I had $6,000 to spare and I was rich, I would probably buy it because it was awesome. But I don't have it, and
Charlie says he's like me. Misty and your dad said they hate subtitles.
Yeah, it's horrible. just trying to stay on the edge and on the weld until I see it touch the material beside it.
Charlie said, "Where's the chipped and beat up paint?" Elvis said, "Focus."
So I don't want to, because I don't want to make it weak by eating away. So I'm trying to stay on the ridge and get it to where it touches. So it looks like that's low. Needs to come up. See if I can figure out which side I'm going to here.
Bye-bye.